everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is the Eclectic Witch. I post monthly tarot readings for the star signs, pick-a-pile tarot readings and witchy related content as well. So welcome to this reading today for the full supermoon in Sagittarius. This supermoon is a very fiery one, being in Sagittarius. So we're asked to be a little bit more brave this month, to try new things, to be a bit more adaptable to change. So this is the element of fire. So we're going to be a little bit more creative this month and really utilize that beautiful fiery energy that is the element for Sagittarius. This tarot reading is also going to be focused on past lives and our past in general and how it's affecting us today. So I hope you find this guidance helpful for you for the month of June. So next you're going to be seeing the cards, the three piles, and see which one really calls to you. It might be a stone, it might be a rune, or it might be just a pile in general. The timestamps are in the description as well, so you can quickly go to your reading. I've also got a segment of the shuffling and cleansing and the separating of the piles as well, if you want to watch a longer version of it as well. So that will be just after this little segment where we're looking at the cards and the piles. So thank you for your support and I hope you enjoy this reading today. So hi to everybody who chose the red agate. A beautiful red agate here. Okay, now we also have the Uruz rune, which is connected to your sense of strength, your physical strength, and your physical health and well-being as well. And I also feel like this is connected to your inner strength, your inside of you. All right, so I feel like some of you guys in a past life had an experience with a significant other. So I feel like there's someone in your life now that is reincarnated with you into this life. And because we've got the Lovers here. The Lovers really tells me that there might be a soulmate or someone that you're really, really connected with in this life, and they're very much connected to your life purpose as well. And I think this person, whoever this person is going to be, central to the focus of family and children as well, and that is connected to your life purpose as well. So creating a beautiful family around you is very much connected with your life purpose. And I feel like this is not just family in the way of like your children and things like that. Your friends around you as well can be very much your family. So I kind of really get the feeling that your connections in this life are very, very important for you, and that you really help with the help people grow, and that you're quite a social person as well. So you love helping others. So I feel like you're in very much a caring sort of role, like whether you're nurses or something like that in this life, or you're healers, or you're helping people with healing and growth. So I really feel like that is connected to your life purpose. I also feel like that you may have been either a psychic in one of your lives as well, because we've got the Empress of Intuition here. And that third eye is really, really being standing out to me here, and the Owl as well. So I feel like you've got an inner wisdom within yourselves as well, and that is very connected to your life purpose too. So a connection with a significant other, which you may have already met your soulmate here, but I feel like you've got someone that's coming into this life that was very much with you in a past life, and they're very, very important to you. Especially with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like you guys are going to grow together, and you're going to create this wonderful life together. So that's very important for you guys to see here. Okay. All right, let's have a look at you guys. So Knight of Wands is in your current energy at the moment. So you're being really called to be, like, have a sense of fire and motivation to really get up and go this month, and to go, I feel like, for your dreams. Some of you kind of feel like you need to go off and have an adventure, and you're also got this creative drive to go ahead as well, because we've got the Ace of Cups coming in with you too here. Like, some of you are being really inspired this month to go off for your dreams. So that's really important to see here. However, we do have here the Seven of Wands, which is very much about feeling defensive. I think some of you are really feel like there's a lot of opinions being thrown towards you and towards what you really, really want to do here. But there's a lot of opinions about this too, even whether if this is connected to a relationship as well. So your significant other here, I kind of feel like some people are really throwing in a lot of opinions about what you should or what you shouldn't do. And this could be in relation to your career or your significant other. I kind of feel like, though, that, because I can see here too with the Four of Pentacles, you're trying to really protect yourself and protect your things as well. So there's definitely some kind of unbalance here. But whatever is been happening here, I kind of do feel like that things are going to resolve themselves. However, I feel like some of you are carrying too much burdens in regards to this, and that you can't really see the forest through the trees at the moment here. So you're asked to have a bit more of a clear mind here as well. So, and to think of things in a bit more of an analytical way, especially with the Six of Swords here. too. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of call to really lighten the load, because the Ten of Wands here is just, and I feel like you're resisting to let go a little bit here too. You've been called to really lighten the load of what you're carrying every single day, because I feel like you're just carrying a lot of responsibilities here and that you're working really, really hard here. So whoever your significant other is here, kind of feel like that you're like, you need to really think about, because I feel like this is you here, the Knight of Wands here. You're feeling inspired and you really want to go for certain things. And I kind of feel like also this could be someone that you're in a relationship with and they've got the go and they've got the inspiration, and that you're really, really attracted to them because they're a very charming person as well. However, with this opinion card here, it's almost like you're taking the brunt of everything, and I don't know why that is. Some of you are just like, I'm taking all of this. I'm taking the brunt of everyone's opinions and things. So this is the time where you have to think about you and what you truly want. The Queen of Cups is in the reverse here, and I think some of you aren't thinking about that. So you need to be in touch with yourself and have confidence in who you show your affection to, and where you put your dreams and desires into your work and your career too. Because I feel like some of you listen to others because you're very connected to family here too. You've got that beautiful connection with family, and you really listen to all their opinions and all your friends and what they say as well. But you need to be in touch with yourself a little bit more, and touch with your higher self, and listen to your own intuition and your own judgments as well. Because I think some of you aren't doing that here. You aren't really having a good look about what it is that, and having that confidence about yourself and what you really want. Especially when it comes to dreams and things like that. Having faith in your dreams is very important for you guys. Having a lot of faith that actually things are going to work out, because I think here too, listening to what everybody else has to say and you feeling really defensive as well is not working for you. And I think this might have been coming with a past life as well, about how you should and shouldn't be with your significant other as well. You're feeling incredibly judged, and I really, really sense that with you guys. You're feeling incredibly judged. But this is the time here to be really, really focused on you, and everything else will fall into line. If you feel deep inside that this person is for you, who's to say that other people, whatever other people say, their opinions don't matter if it's what you truly, really, really want. And this is about your career stuff as well, that because I think some of you feel judged it's all connected with your career and your work and who you choose to be with in your life, and that you felt throughout most of your life that you've been judged. But I got here that you're so blessed. You're going to be so blessed when you actually recognize that you have the power within yourself, and you're going to be able to set sail and feel lighter too, and opportunities are going to open up for you as well when you really truly believe in yourself and what you really, really want as well. Because I feel like it's a really strong message for you, because I think some of you don't feel like it's all going to work out too. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. The Nine of Pentacles is about independent wealth as well. So wealth that you accumulate yourself, and having that sense of longevity with your wealth too, to be able to enjoy all your physical materials and all that sort of stuff, and being able to go off and have holidays and all that sort of thing, because you know everything's going to be okay. But when we see that in the reverse position here, it tells me that you don't believe in that. That you need to have more faith that what you truly want is going to provide for you in this life. And that's important to see there for you guys. Because we've got here the Ten of Pentacles. So that tells me that you can make a lot of wealth out of your dreams and your desires, but you just got to have faith in that as well. Having faith is important. Deep down faith, that's important for you guys. Okay, here. So here we've got the Fool. So the Fool here is telling me that you're going to be embarking on a journey. However, this journey has been met with a lot of, okay, I'm starting, I'm not starting. I'm starting, I'm not starting. So there's been a lot of holdbacks here. So some of this might be in relation to you and your faith in it and your commitment towards it as well. Or it could be a lot of external factors why this hasn't gotten off the ground for you guys. So it's very important here. So I want to pull another card just to see what's some of the holdups been. So this is very much connected with family and stuff. So I feel like that your attention has been towards your family and looking after others and that. So that is definitely part of your life purpose. Is you really are. You're a wonderful person that helps others and helps others like when they're in sickness or in health and that you are always there for them, because this is connected to this card here too. I really see that with you guys, that you've really been such a nurturer in this life. So I kind of feel the reason why this hasn't had that get up and go with the Fool here being in the reverse is because you've been quite focused on your family and your attention's been towards them. So you can decide whether you can balance both things. Because I feel like some of you, it's like all or nothing. Okay, all my attention has to be on my family and it can't be on me. It's about having balance here and creating that balance with yourself, because you can do that. You can create balance here. So that, I feel like that's the important message that you need to hear, is that you can have both things. You can have the work stuff and you can have the family stuff, but it's making room in your life for the work stuff as well, or your life purpose stuff that you really want to do. Okay, now, what else? I'm also seeing here the Nine of Cups in the reverse position. I just want to see what is happening here in the Knight of Swords. So as a guidance for you guys, because the Nine of Cups here is about dreams and wishes being able to be realized here. And we've also got the Knight of Swords here. So I think some of you may have felt like, I just don't have faith that it's all going to work out. And with the Knight of Swords, I feel like some of you have been running away a little bit here too. Running away from certain things in your life. And it's almost like you're chasing and chasing and chasing a goal, and you're chasing a dream. And some of you have just lost hope that it's actually all going to work out. So it's having that belief and that confidence in yourself that you can manifest that into your life, and that all your disappointments, because I feel like some of you have just been disappointed and disappointed time and time again, and it's like, it's not going to work out because it hasn't worked out in the past. But you have to realize that in this stage of your life is that if it's still calling you a different life purpose, if that's still calling you, it's calling you for a reason here. And that is really important to see for you guys. Especially too, because we've got the Two of Wands here. And I feel like some of you have been looking out the window at a type of life that you wish to live, and that you're not looking at the world, that the world's in your hands here, and that you can make it all happen for you, because it's like you're sitting there and I'm just like a wishing and hoping and but having that confidence that it's all going to work out for you. So that's, I feel like, is an important thing, because this was in the reverse position. It's realizing that you can have that beautiful sense of self-confidence and focus, because we've got the full moon in Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is all about being the adventurer, having the courage, and having that fiery element here, which is associated with the Wands group, that you can make that all happen for yourself. And it's just about having faith here. And realizing you have all the elements around you, because I really feel like some of you do. You have all the elements around you to manifest what you want to manifest here. And that's having confidence in your what relationship you're in and what career you're in too. Because I think some of you in your past life, you was definitely judged when it came to who you chose in a past life in your relationships here. And also with your family too, like that your family had a lot of influence over you in a past life as well. But it's because you love your family so much and that you respect them, but it's like, it's time to really just come back to you here and go, what is it, when it comes down to me, what is it that I want, and working from the heart center here. So, and I've also got here as another message for you guys, instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. So sometimes here, it's just good just to step back, meditate, and ask for messages off your angels, especially even just before going to bed at night, is that asking for that divine guidance, and that sometimes in your dreams, messages can come through to you, because we're, sort of working with the subconscious here, and that angels and ancestors and all your guides have just a better channel to work through here to give you those beautiful messages that you need to hear too. Okay, so I hope that reading was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and if you've listened to the whole thing, I really, really appreciate it. So yes, I will talk to you again soon, and I hope you have a wonderful month of June. So welcome pile 2 to your reading today. We've got here the rose quartz. You can see the lovely rose quartz here. And we've also got the Mannaz rune here. You can see that Mannaz rune, which is very much towards self-development. So I feel like some of you in your past life may have been witches or Wiccans. You can see that beautiful card here, and I just look at this woman and it just reminds me of either a witch or a Wiccan. We've also got the Empress, which is, to me it looks like someone who was of notability, so like a queen, or an empress, or like a high priestess. We've also got the Princess of Discs, so once again looking at towards the divine sort of feminine. So I think some of you may have been in a past life part of these areas. So if you're a witch or a Wiccan in this life, you might be feeling like you're a little bit like, oh, I don't want to be different. I don't want to stand out because I'm going to have the finger pointed at sort of thing. Because here we've got here, you are safe and supported while you change your career. So some of you might be really wanting to have a change, but you're not having quite the confidence to do that, because what you secretly want to do is a bit different. And it might be like, why are you doing this? Or why are you doing that? And you're afraid of standing out. So that's what I feel with some of you with these cards, is that some of you are afraid to stand out, but you really want to change here. Also, you're being asked to polish your skills and practice regularly. So I feel like this is towards your craft and whatever you've got a talent towards, that you're being really asked to have a close look at that and a close look at the detail, and to really practice and hone your gift. So I really, really see that with some of you here. Also, we've got know your worth. You can see that line here, and it's really, this card really tells me about really being a bit more, getting in touch with your leadership qualities and your sense of self-confidence, and being brave enough to go for what you really, really want to what you really want to go for. So the butterflies really stand out to me here. So you can see how a butterfly, like what's the cycle of the butterflies throughout their life? And they start off not being brilliant with these big, beautiful wings. They have to go through change to get to that point. So here we have change again. So some of you might be focusing on change. And in a past life, I think some of you, especially if you're part of like royalty or something like that, that you're supposed to do what was expected of you. You're sort of being born into a position, and it's like this is your life. This is what you're going to be doing. However, in this life, I think your learning is about doing what you truly want to do and having that focus on yourselves a little bit more in this life. So here you've got the fixed moon. Hold your vision. Hold your vision is going to be important for you guys. So this is about having that sticking power here, even when times are tough and you're like, oh, I just want to give up. It's all too hard. I want to just give up. It's why do I put myself through this? If you're really wanting to go for a certain goal in your life, you're being really asked to hold your vision towards it with these cards coming up, and especially chop wood. Chop wood's the day-to-day stuff. So some of you might get caught up in the excitement of something new and something exciting, but then the hard work comes in and it's like, oh, this is a bit boring. Oh, this is really hard. But here you're being asked to really do the hard work. I really feel like that's the message for some of you guys, is you've got to do the hard work, because we've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. And this is about having detail on every single step of the journey. That's very important for you guys. This is having sticking power here. You're being really called to do that. So also with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is about recognizing our personal power in the situation here. You can see this person is overlooking the sea, the water. They've got the world in their hands here, and they look like they're on a balcony here, and you can see all the blossoming things around on the balcony ledge here, and they're confident, they have their vision. Hold your vision has come up for you guys. So you're being really asked to hold your vision and have sticking power too, because both these cards came up in the reverse position. So it's really important that you guys work through every step of the way, because I think some of you get to like step 3 or step 4 and it's like, ugh, can't be bothered. So this is the time where you're supposed to really have that sense of commitment, and that's important for you guys. Okay, so in your current energies, I see the Four of Wands. So I think some of you might be in the middle of celebrating something. I feel like there's some connections with marriages here, and just celebrating in general too, like achievements, award ceremonies and stuff like that. Over the top though, we do have the Five of Pentacles here. So we've got the energy of feeling like an outcast here. So whether there was something out of this situation that didn't go quite right, or you weren't a part of some kind of celebration or ceremony, or whether there was something that had happened in this event and you were a part of it, some kind of disappointment has happened though, and I think there was some kind of separation between people here. So that's interesting to see. And with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position here as the source energy too, it's interesting to see like what bad luck had happened here. So I feel like this was definitely some kind of disappointment though towards this. Like I feel like it was a happy event, but also there was a sadness or a disappointment connected to it as well, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here. So, but the Wheel of Fortune really tells us of divine messages and destiny here. So whatever happened, it's pushed you into a certain direction, and you've had to reevaluate your life, and you're going, okay, now I need to really get honed in and get focused on what I need to do here. So whatever's happened before that though, where you've tried and there's been disappointment after disappointment, I feel like here the disappointment was centered around either not having enough confidence in yourself with know your worth here. It's interesting to see that it comes down to commitment and knowing your worth and having that sense of confidence too. So I feel like here that you are being urged into a a career that you really want to do and your purpose here in this life. But it's something that's very different. And I think some of you are worried about being the outcast here. And it's like, here's all the wonderful things that could happen when you go and do it, but you're afraid of being some kind of outcast here. So whatever's happened in the past and whatever's disappointed you in relation to your career or what you've really truly wanted to do, I really feel like the message here is have another go at it, but really stick to it too at the same time. We've got the Three of Wands in the reversed as well. So here you are, you got to make some plans, long-term plans. Long-term plans are important for you guys. Really get organized about this area of your life, because I feel like if you don't do it, if you don't give it a go, there's going to be like this hole in yourself where you feel like you're missing something. So I really feel like your vision and your purpose is very important for you in this life, and you need to go for it. Because if you're a witch, or if you were a Wiccan or something in a past life, the last thing you wanted to do was stand out. The last thing you wanted to do was stand out, and it was, you had to be in secret, practice in secret, and you had to hide away as well all your true gifts of what you really wanted to do. And if you're a queen or if you're a princess in a past life, you just did what was expected of you. And that might be some of the things that you're doing in this life. You're just doing what's expected of you, but you're really being asked to change that up. You're being asked to really grasp the true thing of what you really want to do. Because especially with the Empress here, in yourself here, you've got this wonderful, oh, look, the earth-like energy that this Empress has got in her stomach. Inside of her is like the whole world, the whole universe. And you're being asked to express that out to the world here. I think that's really important to see with this card here. You've got something inside of you that really needs to be shown to the world. And I feel like some of you are holding it away, and you're like, oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But it's important here to really listen to your intuition here, especially with the Page of Cups, because I think it's interesting. I really feel like your guides are just around you. And they're really, really there. Your ancestors and that in spirit are really wanting for you to really tap into what you love most. The Page of Cups here, this is somebody who is really the dreamer. You know, they dream of all these wonderful things, but yet you can see this person is just sitting there. And they're not doing anything about it in this card. And you're being asked to do something about your dreams. They're very, very important to you. Nine of Wands in the reverse position here. And this is interesting because I think some of you have built up a barrier and a wall around yourselves trying to protect your energy. And you're trying to protect what's true to you too. This woman has the fire. She's holding the flame, but she's got this big fence around her. And you're being asked to express this. Express what's truly inside of you here. Because I feel like it's safe. You're safe. You're being told you're safe here. It's safe. You are safe and supported while you change your career. I feel like there's something that, like, the universe is just going to help pave the way for you to actually go and do what you truly want. I feel like your support could be even your friends and family. That there's people around that are like, yeah, do it, do it, do it. And you're like, no, I don't want to do it. Queen of Swords, reversed, once again. Queen of Swords, here you are, who can be the independent, witty, and social Queen of Swords who feels safe to go and do whatever they like, because the Queen of Swords is someone who's very charismatic, and she can communicate what she wants out to the world with the utmost confidence as well. She's incredibly smart and articulate as well. So I feel like some of you can really utilize her energy, especially for the month of June. Because I think some of you, or most of you, really do have that energy inside of you. And it's just about being organized, working through what you need to work through here, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, you're being called to really, really just stick at it and have that sense of commitment, and also be long-term plans. Have that vision, hold your vision. Very, very important for you, because I think some of you, you may have started paving the way, but it's like, oh, I want to give up now. I just want to give up. It's all too hard here. Like that sense of power really coming through in this card here. Power and balance. I feel like this card is about the balancing of everything. That's very much important for you guys here. You can see this with all the squares and that. It's about having that balance to bring that into and shape that into your lives. But unfortunately, working towards our dreams and goals is not always roses. It's not always like, oh, this is wonderful, this is wonderful. You're going to have some hard times, especially with the Five of Pentacles here. And I think some of you have had a really hard time whenever you've changed your dream and towards your dreams and your focus, and there's been some types of disappointment here. Especially whatever happened here with this celebration that, I'm sorry, my dogs, they're going in and out of the doggy door and they're being really loud. Whatever this celebration was met with happiness and sadness here. So there's there's something here that was important. I feel like that was important to mention, that it kind of threw you out of whack here. But here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's trying to shape you towards your destiny here, and you're meant to go through whatever hardship there was, but it is helping strengthen you in towards your destiny, because the Wheel of Fortune is very much about that destiny, that sense of purpose coming in. Okay, know your worth. I really feel like that's important here. Know your worth, and you can blossom into a butterfly. Okay, all right, beautiful, beautiful reading. I just want to pull one more card for you guys. One more card. Eight of Pentacles. There we go. Look at the beautiful rainbows here. It's just so beautiful to see when you sit there and you work hard. All the phases of the moon are coming up here too. So this person is focused throughout all phases of the moon, which is a cycle of life as well, going through all the different phases, and that you're going to be able to create something beautiful. So that was a real card that I really wanted to pull there too. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this reading today. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and I hope that you go for your dreams and your goals. Thank you so much. So hi there for the people that chose the Citrine stone pile. Beautiful Citrine. So very interesting cards that I've got for you guys. So I feel like for some of you in a past life, you may have been knights. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the beautiful Knight of Wands, you can see that there. We've got here leadership, take charging of a situation. So you can see the armor there on that woman. And I really get that some of you might have been like leaders in a past life as well. So if you weren't knights, you might have been in a leadership position. And also got the Knight of Swords. So you can see the Knight of Swords battling through there. And this may just be one of your past lives. And we've got the Chariot too with the armor here, with the Chariot card. So I kind of get the feeling that some of you have had to battle a lot in at least one of your past lives, and that you've come into this life and it's like, oh, I constantly need to battle. I need to battle, and you might have a real fighting spirit, and you kind of expect things to be difficult and hard as well. So this might be something, a learning that you're bringing into this life, with time for a nap, time for some rest. So I feel some of you aren't getting enough sleep and aren't getting enough rest, because I think in this life, some of you are called to be in a bit of a gentler role, like something in the realm of healing and gemstones, and you might be really, really drawn to that side of life for this life in particular, like Reiki and healing, and you're really looking to heal any past hurts, and that this is your time to be able to focus on that in this life. Because we have here your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel of healing energy. Like, how beautiful is that to see in that card there? So you may be drawn to that. I also kind of get the feeling that some of you are drawn to the creative arts as well. We've got the Empress of Expression here. So expressing ourselves through our heart center as well. I really get the sense with this card, it's about really expressing yourself more in this lifetime. Don't let the past hold you back. How interesting is that here? So in this life, you may have had some real hardships, and I feel like some of you are getting chased by them as well. And here you are trying to get away from that. So I do get the sense that you're like, I really want to move on. I want to move on from the past. I don't want to carry that energy anymore. So I really get the sense that some of you, especially for this month, for the month of June, you're like, I really want to change up my life. I want to change up some things. I think some of you are getting itchy feet too. So you've got that adventurer type of energy coming in as well. So especially when we've got the Chariot, I feel like some of you have a real sense to get out there and really make your mark in the world in this life as well. So you're there to be, I feel like, more leaders too, especially with the leadership card coming in there. And the Chariot is very much an independent card and a winning type of card as well. So you're really here to make your mark on the world. And I think some of you are quite different as well. You're also being asked to really get organized about what you want as well. The Emperor is about structure here. So some of you are called to have a little bit more structure into your life and grounding as well. I feel with the red color in this card here, a bit more grounded, a root chakra energy coming in, but also the fire, the motivation to be leaders as well. Because some of you are really ready to take on more of an independent, I feel like, role as well. So whether some of you are starting your own things, starting your own businesses and stuff like that, especially in the realm of crystals and gemstones and healing, I feel like some of you are really called to that as well, to be a bit more independent. Time for a nap. Remember to balance out your lives, because I think some of you aren't getting enough sleep. So I think some of you are getting called to do just the daily stuff, the daily grind. And you're like, I'm doing this. But some of you aren't utilizing what you really want to do in your daily life. And I think you're putting in stuff into your life. You're just doing what you have to do. So it's like, I just have to do this. I'm called to do this. I have to do that. And I think some of you are spreading yourselves really thin, and that you're doing things for everybody else, but you're not really having that focus on yourselves as much. So I really feel like some of you are being called to be a bit more independent and run your own businesses, or even level up in the organizations that you are now, and take on more of a managerial position and things as well. Because especially with leadership here, I think some of you are definitely leaders in a past life, and that in this life you're being called to be a bit more of a leader as well. So I'm seeing a lot of singular cards here for leadership and things. Not the King of Pentacles. Well, I've got this in the reverse position towards the end of the month here, and I think some of you are starting to recognize that you can be the leaders in your own life, but you've just got to really truly believe it too. And you're being called to really make your stamp in an area with longevity as well. So not quick fix stuff. So careers and work things where you're going to be okay for the rest of your life, sort of thing. And not just doing something for the sake of doing something for now, you're called to look at longevity, because the King of Pentacles with that earth energy there is about, it's about having a sense of leadership and a sense of independency and knowing everything's going to be okay and that you're going to be looked after for the rest of your life, and you're not stressed about money or things around you that you have to work hard all the time. Because if you look here at the King of Pentacles, he's just pretty chill. He's got his dog beside him. He's just like, there's his bookshelves beside him as well, and he knows he's okay. That red color, so we've got the Sagittarius energy coming in here with that fiery element. He's had all the innovation. He's had all the inspiration to get to where he is. And now he's like, I'm cool. I'm okay. I've got my family around me. My dog's there. Like and you can see the wisdom too and the experience in the essence of this card. So you're being called to really have a look at being a bit more independent in this life and working towards something of longevity that's going to serve you in the long term. So that's what I feel that you guys need to really work towards. You need to have that confidence in yourself, especially we've got the Emperor energy here too, telling you the same thing, that you have this inside of you. You have this sense of ability to take control of your life and not let it control you. Because I think some of you are having this sense of, I'm controlled by what's around me in my exterior physical world. So I just have to do this. I just have to do that. So that's really interesting to see there, that some of you are kind of feeling really trapped. But I really see here, you're coming towards the end of a tough situation with the Ten of Swords here. So the Ten of Swords is like, the number 10 is the end of a difficult time for you. So you've had all the hardships with all the swords being placed into the back of this person here, but really it's time to turn your attention towards what's good is coming towards you. The good stuff. Calm waters ahead. Calm waters ahead for you guys. So that's important to see there. I think some of you have had some disappointments lately. So we have the Nine of Cups. This came up in the reverse position here. So I think some of you are wishing and hoping for something, but it didn't turn out for you guys. But I believe this was for a reason. So whatever disappointment you've had lately, just know that this was part of a learning for you, and that you're being directed towards something that's actually better for you. So quite often we don't have this sense of confidence to go for what we really want in our lives, because all the things that is considered outside of the norm is, oh, I'm not going to make money out of my dreams. I'm not going to make money out of things I really want to do, because that's really, really hard. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, it's a lot of work, but for what is at the end of that road, after all the work that you've put in and your dreams and your desires and your passions towards what you want to do, you're going to see something manifest even bigger and better. So why would you put all your energy and all your hard work into something you really don't want to do every single day? Because you're serving, something that you think you have to do. But you don't really have to do that. We all have a choice here. Temperance is telling me that here with this card, that when you're starting to realize, because this is your current energies, you're starting to realize what balance is. You're starting to see that. You're starting to see that, okay, I might need to rest now and that, but it is an important message for you guys, is to realize what you need to do for your health, your well-being, for your balance here, because we've got this Three of Swords coming over the top here. So I kind of feel like something excuse me, has been threatening your balance and your sense of peace as well. So, and I think this is something that has really, really hurt you. but you're realizing the deeper meaning here. So I think this is also connected to the Nine of Cups. So whatever this was, this disappointment that you've had, and whatever's truly hurt you, you have gained a learning and understanding from it. And I feel like in this life, this is an important message for you, is learning how to look after yourself and to heal yourself and to balance your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. And I can see here, guys, that you're on the right track. We've got the road here. You're on the right track. Sometimes, though, I feel like some of you deviate off the track. We bounce on, we bounce off, we bounce on, we bounce off. But you're starting to realize your emotional energies here with the water here, the importance of your emotional energies in that well-being. You're starting to realize about rest is important for you guys. That's such a strong message, and not to let your past hold you back. Because I feel like some of you really were in a past life, you were fighters and you just were used to fighting. You were used to having to battle. Knight of Swords here. I'm used to battling. I'm used to battling. I'm used to really throwing myself into different situations, and it's like, battle, battle, battle. But for this life, it's different. Your messages for this life is about healing thyself and that, because I think whatever life that was really, really a struggle, and where you had to battle a lot and you endured a lot of pain, you endured a lot of hurt, and you endured a lot of loss in your life as well. We're here, this is in this life, you're called to be healing this part of your soul. You're being called to be strong in a different type of way, a leader in a different type of way here. And this is connected to healing the emotional side and healing whatever physical side there is, because emotional and physical is very much connected. All that energy is very much connected. So that's what I feel for this life is a really strong message for you guys, because I think with the Ten of Cups here, family is important to you guys. And I think some of you have beautiful families. Like you've got a support of the family around you and support of whatever you really want to do. Especially I've got to see children around here too. And I kind of feel like some of you are really connected with nature. And yeah, so I feel like that is the biggest, strongest messages here I can see. So also, because we've got here some of these entrapment cards, anxiety cards. Don't let your anxieties and your self-doubts trap you in this world of, oh my gosh, like I have to think this way, I have to think that way. Oh, I'm not confident enough. I'm not confident enough. I'm trapped. You're not trapped. You're not trapped. The Magician card's coming up in the reverse here, guys. The Magician card is telling you you've got all the elements in your world to manifest your dreams and desires. And I think some of you you're going to be bringing more magic into your life. And that is really important for some of you guys, is that bringing that sense of magic into your life. Because I think with one of your past lives where you were the Knight, it was you were disconnected from the emotional self and the physical self, and you just had to endure. And that was some of that karmic stuff that's come into this life. But you're called to really call your power back here in this life. I really see that for you. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. These both came up in the reverse, but I want to see them this way for you guys. You have to realize that you can create some wonderful wealth for yourself here with that beautiful earth energy, the fire energy here, the motivation to go for your dreams and goals in this life, and having that sense of independency that you don't have to rely on others to be able to achieve your goals. Because I think you've got a lot of support backing you here, but sometimes we have to go at some things alone. And I think that's a big, strong message for you guys, that you're going to have to put in the effort here to really see this manifest for yourselves, the life that you really, really want. Okay, so I hope that reading was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I really wish you all the best. I know you guys can do it. So thank you so much, and I will be talking to you soon.